Number 4 thing to do to make sure your business is not killed by your employees is that you have to be on top of it. That means you need to constantly be training and retraining. Sometimes we're human, somebody will forget what your grading is or how to respond properly. There'll also be times where there will be a clash with customers. It happens everywhere. You have to make sure in that moment you train them and retrain them for them to know what the expectation of the business is. Again, like I said in my other videos, and I'm saying that again, in Africa, if you're not ready to have your eye on your business, do not start it. Do not do it, because it's not going to end well for you. You need to be present. Not just putting the job in the hand of somebody because you're experienced. You as the owner of the business, you need to oversee certain things. It shouldn't be, but if you want it to work, that's the culture here. You have to watch them and make sure that people are doing what you're supposed to do and your company's policies are being followed. So training, constant retraining, and making sure that people are doing what you're supposed to do is one way that you can keep your business going for a very long time. Another thing that I would say for number 5 is that there are some people that when they work for you, they bring you a lot of your stories. Like they bring your whole entire family issues to you. It happens, they're supposed to show up on time. They will not show up on time because my father wants me to drive him to church. Like these are a unique set of problems that you find in Africa, and they expect you to understand. As an employer, they expect you to understand. You need to set a standard for what your business is and what you're going to accept and not accept. So sometimes, yes, there have been cases myself where I have kind of felt bad for an employee because of their background and their situation that they're in. Their living situation sometimes are not the best. And when somebody's not the best at home, they tend not to be so great at your work. So in an attempt to make sure that they have more of like a holistic, better way of living, I have sometimes gotten involved. I mean, I've paid for surgeries. I've paid for kids' fees. I have paid rent. I have paid funerals. I have done all these things, and moving forward, I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, I know it's a little bit harsh to say, but you want to separate your business from the personal life. You want to make sure there is a clear boundary between that you don't get too involved, because the way Africa is, we're very egalitarian and we're mostly hospitable people, so like sometimes you feel like, oh, I've known this person, they're my family. They're not your family, they're your employee. They're there to work for a check. So we keep it to that. If there's sometimes you want to give somebody a salary advance for them to get something situated, you could do that. But doing too much, don't do too much. Don't do too much. It's just like, it doesn't encourage like a good working environment. It makes other people feel like you're playing favorites. And in Ghana, there is actually something that I had to learn about my employees one time when they felt like somebody that was younger in age than them was getting more like attention from me than somebody who was older. Like for me, nobody cares about your age. It really isn't like a problem. But in Ghana, it's a problem. People really pull rank according to their age. So you don't want to forget, or like maybe not forget, but maybe you don't know these cultural nuances, and then you hire somebody and they're just refusing to work with somebody who's younger than them. So you just have to make sure your company policies are policies that you're following, and you're not doing too much. You just do what your job is, which is to make sure their working environments, their pay is on time. People don't like paying people in this country. Their pay is on time. You're giving them proper hours to work. You're giving them a good environment to work in. When the time is due for you to pay, you pay them. And then they will do their jobs as you're supposed to. If you get somebody that's incorrigible, I advise you to cut it right there and let the person go as quickly as possible. So that they don't become a problem to you in the near future, because they will. Yeah, I have seen it happen. If you get somebody who does not show they don't show up to work on time, a lot of times you want to nip that in the back as quickly as possible. Nip it in the butt, cut it off, and then get somebody else to fill their position. Because if you do not do that quickly and you stop playing on your emotions because of the bond you develop with employees, you're gonna regret it quickly. An honorable mention that I'm gonna say for this one is that you need to be nicer to your employees. because you have started a business does not make you a god. It does not make you a small god. The way some of you talk to your employees, I have seen it. There's a particular restaurant I will never go again because of the way the owner was talking to the employees. The way some of you talk to your employees is just so bad. It's just so bad. You started a business. You did not create the earth. It's not a big deal. You're not doing something that nobody has ever done before. You understand? So the way that you guys treat your employees are also important, and it will determine the success of your business. I hope I have helped you understand some nuances about hiring in this country, what you can do, what you should not do. If you have any more things to add, like maybe you worked somewhere, some experience you had, and you want future employers to do better, please leave it in the comment section. If you've had an experience hiring employees, maybe it's gone well, it hasn't gone well, whatever the situation is, we're here to learn. My community, I love you guys so much for all your comments. It's always so educated and so like holistic. I like it. Like, it makes me actually think about certain things that I won't think about. So if you have any such comment, drop it below, subscribe, thumbs up, and share this video. I'll be back again with another business video geared towards Africa, towards Ghana, and I hope that in the future, as we're building things, we're creating the right environment for future generations. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.